Great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Colorado State's offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense.
Got a little grass. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target, but just can't hook up for the completion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone.
There's some room. Powers through. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Cougars offense, who will go to work for the 1st time in this one. And here comes L.J. Martin. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Lions.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. On the move at the 30. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Grab behind the line. It's Phillips. Could not make his way to the corner. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cougars!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Keeps it himself and gets to first. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Again, it's Brown. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Brown. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyons. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Cougars! Once he got some room, it was over.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. A give to Brown. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Rams will hustle to the line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. It breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
There's a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Leaping grab for a big gain. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Rams, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're...
Here's a little room there, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lyons. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Lyons. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeps it on the bootleg. Looking for an open area to his left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Kent State taking on the number 9 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab, it's Lyons. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long.
776 captain.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's go down to the